Hey guys, Homo back in. Welcome to day 10 in the life of the Galaxy S23. Currently recording this video on the Galaxy S23 Ultra's main camera. So stay tuned to the end of the video for a sneak preview there. Yes, I will be changing over to the Galaxy S23 Ultra since it finally arrived in the mail. But before we do that, let's walk through day 10 with the regular Galaxy S23. So it is a Monday for me and also a holiday. Woke up at 7:14 a.m. Phone is 100% obviously. Let me know how the quality is on the selfie camera as well. I typically record on the main camera because that is the better camera. But today I decided to switch it up and use the selfie camera. That way I can actually see myself while I'm recording instead of just staring at a camera lens. Did a little bit of gaming when I woke up. I'm not a hardcore gamer by any means, but I do play about 15 to 30 minutes throughout the day. And while I'm going about my morning routines, I do have YouTube playing in the background. Currently catching up on the NBA All-Star. I actually prefer watching the highlights and the preview over the games itself. So I was able to catch up on the NBA draft, the dunk contests, and the actual game. All in a span of 15 to 30 minutes instead of spending 3 hours watching everything. But don't judge me, I don't like watching commercials and not really in a rush for these things. I know a lot of people are always criticizing how NBA players don't really give their full effort in an All-Star game anyways. But it's still fun. I do like the draft format, seeing all the superstars getting together. Too bad Steph Curry was injured, but it's okay. 9:18 a.m. My phone is at 88%. Doing some light research as we prepared for the semifinals in my NBA Fantasy Basketball League. So if I make it through this round, I will be in the finals. Stay tuned to see how that goes. And as I'm sitting at my desk, still playing YouTube throughout the day, then I hopped in the car, getting ready to leave the house. Decided to play some more games. Almost dropped my phone for a second there. Luckily, since it's such a tiny phone, I was able to catch it quickly. And even if I do drop it, it's just gonna land on my lap, so no big deal. And I use my Galaxy S20 to use as a dash cam as I'm driving around. I always recommend having a dash cam. Never want to get into any accidents and be in a he said, she said situation. So video footage just proves them all. So spent the morning attempting to go to a restaurant called Farmer's Daughter in Easton, Mass. But everyone and their moms was there. So could not find parking. It was a 2.5 hour wait. So decided to go to another place nearby. End up settling for Stonebridge Cafe. Pretty busy breakfast place as well. But it is a half an hour wait and we're able to get the party of 5 in. And by the time we finished eating, we finally got the text notification from the Farmer's Daughter that our table is ready. Super high place, too bad the wait was too long. It's probably like a holiday, so everyone and the moms was there. Couldn't even find parking. But I definitely gotta make another attempt one of these days. Since I do wake up so early in the morning, I think I gotta go right at opening. But do want to try, just to see what all the hype about. But for today in particular, did not want to wait 2.5 hours. Was starving at that point. This place wasn't bad. Had some steak and eggs, shot on the Galaxy S23. Steaks were a little burnt. They used a lot of A1 sauce, but overall it's decent. Potatoes were solid. Eggs taste like eggs, which is expensive these days because there are egg shortages everywhere. Got some toast as well. Overall, decent breakfast, 4 out of 5. Everything tastes the way it should. Nothing really stand out. Nothing is bad. Just good, but not extraordinary. Then I hopped in my car, drove over to Audi to do some light shopping and browsing around. Everyone, their mom's always talking about Audi on TikTok these days. I think it's okay. If you buy non-name brand stuff, you can get some decent deals, but nothing too crazy. Then hopped back in the car, drove back home to do some work in the basement. Here's a picture of my basement. I know it looks a little scary because I tore everything off, but we're in the process of renovating it, so we'll keep you updated in a few weeks or months whenever it's done. But for now, it's just a clean up phase. And as I'm cleaning the house, have YouTube music playing in the background. 309 phone is at 61%. So music blasting away. And when I need another break, I boot up my game. Just play for another 5 to 10 minutes throughout the day. And in the morning as I'm driving around, I always have my phone on a wireless charger. It's just super convenient for me, and that's what I have in the car by default. So I'm not gonna unplug it just to see how long the battery really do last. But at the same time, my experience with my current wireless charger is it tends to hold the battery, or each trip that I make, it probably bumps up like 1 or 2%, so no big deal there. That's because the map is running at the same time. And when I need another break, boot up my game again. I still find it annoying that Samsung tuck all the games away in the game launcher. I'm not sure when they started doing this, but I do prefer my games on the other side. If I want it in its own folder, I would make it myself. Just don't like them forcing it upon me. For lunch, we got some leftover rice, chicken, and sausages. Also shot on the Galaxy S23. And it's starting to be a trend at this point, but the middle of the photo tend to look good. Somehow the edges are always blurred. I don't think I'm that bad a photographer, but we'll see if it looks better on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. And as usual with any home improvement project, there's always a trip to Home Depot. So I had to go there, get some wood fillers, and drove back home. Time is 4:43. Phone is at 49%. Still holding up pretty well throughout the day, even though I'm doing a lot of driving back and forth. Once again, booting up my game. I actually play more games than I thought. I just haven't really been documenting it in my other video. But just for today's purposes, I am showing every single clip. And then at night, made my way over to Bye Bye Baby to do some stroller shopping for my new kid on the way. That we went over to Target. 6:20, phone is at 40%. Another solid day. Currently doing some baby shopping. Chilling on this rocking chair while we wait. But very happy with the battery life each passing day. Currently on my Google News feed, saw there are some complaints of the Galaxy S23 Ultra screen. Apparently it may look a little distorted or deformed depending on how you shine the light at it. Barely noticeable, but it is a thing. Samsung did acknowledge it, yet at the same time says it's nothing to worry about. But if you're spending $1,200 on a phone, you don't want to see any weird flaws on it. And I did receive my Galaxy S23 Ultra in the mail today as well. I did examine it closely and did not see such issue. I mean, maybe there's something, maybe there isn't, but if you look for it, you might find it. But you don't look for it, I think you'll be okay. A little design flaw here and there is not going to hurt anyone. And I'm pretty sure you have in the case is likely going to be covered. And it seems like something that's pretty hard to see unless you shine the light at it and turn it a certain way. But I do get it. If you spend $1,200 for a phone, you want it to be absolutely perfect with no design flaw. But if you never really come across this article, would you have really noticed? So everything into perspective. Okay, made it my way back home. Here's my basement, which looks absolutely terrifying at the moment, but I'm in the process of cleaning everything out. I'm gonna get all the floors replaced, slap new ceilings, new drywalls. Contractor's gonna come over on Sunday. No, I'm not gonna do all this myself. And then finally, at the end of the day, my Galaxy S23 Ultra did arrive in the mail, so super excited to use that. I still think the box is really ugly. Don't know why they made the design like that. And it looks even worse with the black design. I thought the Galaxy S23 was bad. I know you're not going to use the box after the first day, but still, a cooler design would have been nice. For dinner, got some salad, some scallop and bacons. 8:14 p.m. Phone is still going strong. It is at 25%. And just a fun fact, my fiance is using her Galaxy S22 and her phone is at 4%. Much better battery life there. And if you subtract like 5% for the wireless charging, it's still at 20%. Then we got some hot dog wrapped in everything bagel seasoning, which is okay. Not a fan. Probably wouldn't buy it again, but I do like the idea of it, so decided to try it out. Took a picture of my Galaxy S23 Ultra as we prep for day one with that phone tomorrow. Getting ready for bed, doing some additional shooting, And once again, I do have night charging activated on both the Galaxy S23 Ultra and also my Galaxy S23. And I have that set up in Bixby routine. Whenever I charge it at night after 10 p.m., everything's automatically muted, so I wouldn't get random notification in the middle of the night if I forget to turn it off. Overall, day 10 is another strong day. Woke up at 7:14 a.m. Phone died at about 9:51 p.m. So truly lasting me a full day. From morning to night, I finished showering, hopped in bed, got 14 and a half hours of battery life. Really can't complain there. And 4 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time. So super impressed. I know during the first couple of days when I was using this phone with heavy camera usage, I was getting about 9 to 10 hours. But it does seem to be getting better with time, which I do like to see. People do say that it takes a while for the phone to get acclimated to your usage, but then they said the same thing when I was using the Pixel 7. I don't think it got too much better over time. But so far so good. Super impressed with the Galaxy S23, the small version. I know when I used the S22 last year, I hated it because of the terrible battery life. But this one seems like it can truly last the whole day. Really excited to see what the Galaxy S23 have to offer. Stay tuned for that. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want me to cover. Please check out day 9 of the Galaxy S23 if you haven't already. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.